Game and surprise.
Anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 12.
5-yard line.
Off play action. Marshall. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Watson on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Texans first down.
On 1st down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Bishop. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
9 brings up 2nd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Watson a give. This is Johnson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. Go street. Hey, let's get this. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check. No check. 18 Cardinal.
To throw on 3rd down, Marshall.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Marshall. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
To throw on 2nd down, Marshall. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Marshall's back.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tackled at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mike 50. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Marshall. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, the 30.
All day, baby. Come
And
on.
they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
Different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
three-syllable word.
syllables, yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
41 Mike.
Throwing after the interception, Marshall. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
taken at about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Julian Okwara in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over first and 10. On first and 10, Marshall.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and 4.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is now 21-14.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first and 10, Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on second and long. Watson. High throw, but he makes the catch. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on third down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Houston.
Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
19-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. 3rd and long. It's Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off at the 11. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one in.
And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Marshall. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
2-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown reception as the Bears push further out in front. Well, it was third and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Texans.
From the gun, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Marshall. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Smith. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain
23 yards on the play.
And the Texans 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Score Bears 35. Texans 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Smith. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
You got 4. You got 4. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 41's the mic.
Smith. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third down, Marshall. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They go play action here on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Good. Makes the score Bears 42.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Second down and 10.
To throw again. Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Like 41. You got to waste that. Stop your body.
And they take a knee. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he's into into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bears 42.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 49.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One last throw here for Watson. Steps away. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Good job.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.